Abandoned on Mount Sinjar, this disabled boy was found alone on the mountainside in the savage Iraqi heat. When Kurdish soldiers rescued him, he was in a coma, just hours from death. Paralysed down his right side, he had been unable to move after he was left lying on his back on the exposed ground. His body had become dehydrated. The sun had burned his eyes. Horror stories like these are all too common in nearby Nowruz camp, the first place of rest for the tens of thousands of Yazidis, Christians and other minorities who fled their villages and homes after the Islamic State attacked. To reach this camp, many walked for days, crossing the barren mountain range with almost no food or water. Families tell of being left no choice but to leave their elderly relatives to die on the mountainside, of parents being separated from their children, of mothers burying their sons and daughters where they died. Sive and her family survived with no food for 3 days before fleeing Mount Sinjar. She tells us that a large plastic bag, held over their heads, was their only shelter from the sun in the day. They used it as a sheet to lie on at night. We saw children dying from dehydration and hunger. We had to leave or my children would have died too, she said. Sive may be off the mountain, but for her and the estimated 100,000 others who fled, the future remains unclear. The onslaught by the Islamic State has pushed an estimated 1.2 million people from their homes, sparking a burgeoning humanitarian crisis in northern Iraq and Syria. The camps are bare, the conditions almost unlivable, but for the moment these people have nowhere else to go.